I thought it went well.
All right. 3 minutes late. 3 minutes late. My fault, I guess. Mike could not see me or hear me. I could see and hear. Well, no, Mike, I couldn't hear you actually. So technical difficulties, they are fixed. If you are blowing up the turkey camp chat, stop. Anthony, stop. We're here. You're not. We're here and you're not. So, Mike, glad to have you.
Good to see you, buddy.
Listen, Lord, I just dropped all the turkey calls. We got turkey calls on the line tonight, ready to go. Whoever it is, take it on Mike one-on-one. Are you ready? You got yours ready, Mike?
Yeah, I do.
Nice.
Right here.
Nice. Let me adjust this here. I want to text my brother to share the live. And we're waiting on people to show up. So, as soon as they get here, we'll get talking about all things turkey hunting here in Kentucky, all around. You've made some posts about Ohio. Look, Anthony Jones, first one here, signed up for turkey camp, says he's going to be there. I don't know if he is or not, but we're glad he's here. As soon as it was 9:01, he said, "You're late." You know what? It really ticked me off because I was here, Mike. I don't know what happened. I was here at 8:57.
I had basketball. It's my fault. It's my fault. We had
It's not your fault. It's okay. It's okay.
Good to see you guys.
Oh, man. So let me put on the screen for as we get people coming in here, they're going to know, look, we're giving away turkey calls tonight. We're not just giving away any turkey calls. We're giving away the best turkey calls on the market, in our opinion. If you have a different opinion, that's cool. But, hey, we want to know. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know where you're turkey hunting. Let us know if you found any deer sheds, if you're hearing any turkeys gobbling, the whole nine.
Yeah.
So,
I've heard reports of they're gobbling this week. I'll tell you that. With the warm weather hitting, it's kind of got them a little triggered.
Yeah. And James Evans is here. Jimmy's here and says Hill family. I think he means hey. So, yeah, absolutely. Bell County representing. Anthony said, I got no baseball game scheduled that weekend. It's odd, but that means I plan on coming, and I'm bringing 2 folks with me. Hey, the more the merrier, my friend. We are so glad that you're going to be here. Jim said he don't know if he can come and stay, but he's going to swing by, hopefully. James found a good shed on Saturday. Will says gobbling is on. Will, let us know where you're watching from, my friend. Where are you hearing gobbling? I'll be honest, I've not heard any. I don't typically, I'm outside around the time you could hear them gobbling first thing in the morning, but don't really hear it where I live, even though I know there's turkeys all around. So I'm going to have to go somewhere to where I can hear them. Mike says, that's you, Mike. Grant County Hunter, Bowlby Turkey Camp at Twin Knobs. Who are you talking to, Mike?
So everybody was saying where they're hunting from. So I just said where I hunt, and then I'll be at Twin Knobs.
Blake says, will you guys be hunting any other states other than Kentucky this year? I will not be. I never do. Mike hunted Florida last year. Mike, you're all Kentucky. Anyone else hunting outside of Kentucky this year? I know Gary Kite will be because he don't live here. Gary, you're in Shelbyville. You're just 30 minutes from me, Gary. You should have called. We could have had I would have canceled the show, let Mike run it. I mean, you could have had dinner and watched Mike. I wouldn't have cared.
There you go.
Lord, have y'all seen this? Will here is from Pulaski County. Have you guys seen... Now, Will, maybe if this is your mom or wife or sister or aunt or whatever, I'm sorry. Have you seen the lady that's went viral from Pulaski County getting kicked out of the ball game, the high school ball game? Has anybody seen that?
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, man. Now, Will might be a Pulaski County Maroon. I don't know. But this lady, she was a fan. I think it said her grandson or her son won. She looked older, so probably grandson. Who's that stranger, that camo shirt? I know. We've not seen Mike on here in a while. You can't see him because he's wearing camo. But this lady, if y'all seen this, if you've not seen this, you need to look it up. Not right now, after the show. This lady, this old lady down in Pulaski County, she was the grandma, I think, of a player, basketball player for Southwestern Pulaski, or Pulaski Southwestern, however you want to say it. And apparently they were losing by a lot. And she she had made comments that the referees were DEI hires.
Ooh.
And she went down to the court and was just going berserk. Just yelling, just whatever. Yeah, like Arian said, she went nuts. And she got escorted out of the game, and then somebody else came down. They got escorted out. It was one of those times where Kentucky goes viral for the wrong reasons, but it was funny.
Man.
It was very
Yeah,
funny.
there's been a lot of crazy sports incidents recently. I don't know if you saw the high school track video where that girl came from behind with the baton and hit the other
Yeah,
girl in the
she
back of
said
the
it's an
head.
accident. I don't know.
Goodness, man, there's been some crazy stuff. Hey, speaking of high school, my high school lost on a buzzer beater in region tonight. They lost to South Oldham on a buzzer beater in overtime.
Good. I was pulling for South Oldham.
Shut up.
Josh Teeter's here. Josh, where are you turkey hunting? You down in I always forget where Josh is from. Josh Wilson's here. I want to tell you, Josh Wilson, loyal follower and audience member. I saw where he commented and said, been waiting on this all day. I'm so pumped. Now, here's what we need to do. If you look at the ticker at the bottom, turkey call giveaway. We've got the best turkey calls from our good friend, Turkey US Super Slam, Billy Barnett. How do you say it? I always want to say US Super Slam winner, but it's not a winner. How would you say it? US Super Slam achiever. I don't know. But anyway, this man killed a turkey in 49 states that allow turkey hunting. He's 7-time Grand Slam turkey winner. I don't know. He's completed the Grand Slam 7 times, and he makes these by hand. Handcrafted, hand designed. And look, right there is a split V. You got a ghost cut. Now, this is not an ad, folks. We're giving one of these away tonight. One of you are going to get this. You got the bat wing cut. And then if you look here and you just can't decide what you want, you can go with the combo. So this is not an ad. Billy has been gracious enough to donate these because one of you get to come on here at 9:50. That's 40 minutes. That's 9:50 Eastern, 8:50 Central. You get to come on here. You get to battle against Mike 1v1. Mike's going to go. You're going to go. And we're going to see who did better.
Let's do it.
Listen, here's the thing. Mike's pretty good. So if he's better than you, no big deal. You still win. If you're better than him, we're going to point and laugh and make fun of it. So it's all good. It's a win-win for everybody.
It is.
Let's see. Jim says, planning on making some venison jerky this weekend and eating some venison summer sausage when doing it. Now, listen, I told last week how Jimmy came to the rescue. My sister popped a tire on a curb down in downtown Lexington on UK's campus. She's just a lowly freshman. She turns 19 on Friday, actually. If you guys have any 19-year-old sons that are good boys, 19-year-old little brothers, send them our way. She needs that. She needs somebody to call to fix her tire instead of me having to leave work early. So if you know some good fellers, 19 to 21, we'll say, hit me up. But anyway, Jim got the tire fixed for us down there at S&S Tire, took care of us. You know what he did? He threw in some summer sausage for me.
That was nice.
And there's a little bit less. Let's see if anybody else is aware of this, Mike. I know you know this. Everyone eats like their summer sausage with crackers, right? Not me, Mike. I eat it with sweet heat.
That's good stuff too.
Do you guys ever use this? What's the brand? Mount Olive, maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
It's the green jar of pickles. I think it's Mount Olive. Now, you've heard us talk about our good friend Hurley Combs, elk guide, deer slayer, just a stone cold hunter. Well, me and Mike went over a few years back, turkey hunted with him. We had some elk steaks, some deer steaks, and we combined it with the delicious, the sweet and the spicy Mount Olive sweet heat. I think it's Mount Olive.
Yep.
And if you've not had your deer with a side of Mount Olive sweet heat, that's the best pairing. So I take that deer sausage, slice it up. I take a big scoop of Mount Olive sweet heat, put it beside of it. Take a fork, stick it in the pickle, stick it in the deer sausage. Boom. Perfect. I'm just telling you, you need to try it. So we're talking about a lot of things tonight. But
absolutely. It's
what I
time.
really want to know is who is willing, who is the brave soul? You know what I need to do? I need to get over on my personal page because some people are watching over there. If you're watching this from my personal page, John Stepp on Facebook, then just hop on over to Eastern Outdoors. Well, I don't see it on there actually. Let's see. Maybe I just need to refresh. But hop on over to Eastern Outdoors. Oh, there it is. And Gordy is over there. Jeremy's over there. I feel like both of them may have come back over. But hop on over. That way we can see your comments. And one of you, we're hoping with 10 minutes to go tonight, you're going to be brave enough to take on Michael in a 1v1 turkey calling competition.
Let's have some fun.
Paul says, Paul tracked a deer once for Hurley comes. Yeah. You know what? Sometimes he needs a little help, Paul. He does. He does.
We all do.
So, all right, Mike. Turkey season 30 days away. 30 days away. Here's what I want to know. I want to take a poll of the audience. We got 27 people watching. We want all of you, and some of you are out there watching, but you've not clicked on the screen. Click on the screen. Make sure you comment. Let us know you're here. If you've not talked to us, we love the conversation. I just want to know who has, just put yes or no in the comments, who has already shot their shotgun before turkey season? Who has already patterned it, checked it out? Maybe it's still on from last year. Maybe you upgraded chokes. Maybe you bought a new gun. Maybe you are using different types of shells this year. Who has yes or no? Have you already patterned your shotgun? Mike, answer first. Have you gotten it out? I'm guessing you haven't at all. Oh, look, Aaron Couch. Aaron Couch, this is a guy I work with. He has not shot his shotgun because he probably doesn't own one. But you know what he also doesn't own? Sunscreen. He's redheaded, showed up to work yesterday, red as a beet.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I had to say that to everyone watching. So thank you, Aaron. He has not patterned his shotgun, and his face is tight. So Jimmy says he is not. Arian, hand up from Arian, says he has shot his shotgun. Gary is good to go. Butch says no. James is ready. Aaron is embarrassed. Gardy says nope, it doesn't change. So Gordy, see, I work with a guy named Gardy. And I always talk to Gordy every Tuesday. So at work, sometimes I call Gordy. And on Tuesday, sometimes I call Gordy. It's just one letter.
It's going to happen.
Gordy says he's always ready to go. James says bought a new vest to try out this season. Tell us about it, James. What kind of vest?
Tell us
that's one thing about turkey season is, I guess everything, fishing's probably the most prevalent. Turkey season just allows you to buy so many fun things. Mm-hmm. You can buy new vests. You can buy new calls. You can buy a new blind, a big pop-up blind, a little mobile blind. You can buy, what'd you say?
Decoys.
New decoys, new shells. This is a who makes this again? It's not Vortex.
Verdict?
Not Verdict. Nope. Apex. This is an Apex 410 shell for my daughter's 410. It's sitting in my bedroom right now. TSS, Turkey TSS. Great shell here. Bought a new vest. I haven't. Josh hasn't shot his shotgun yet. Even got a brand new one, so I'm chomping at the bit to pattern it. Gary says, yeah, just ask his wife. He's talking about all the new things you can buy.
All the tools.
Mike, have you updated any of your gear this year, or is there something you're looking forward to, getting out and trying this turkey season?
Yeah, I've got all the same equipment, all the same decoys. My decoys are still in great shape, so it's I typically try not to buy things unless I'm in need or maybe something is broken or unfixable, if you will.
Sure.
So everything's going to be the same. I've got my same gear, same firearm that I'm taking. Everything's in order. Everything's in shape and ready to go. Still got the ammunition and got my vest and all the calls that I'm taking. Everything's ready to go, man.
Nice. Josh Teeter has a good question. Now we want your participation here. So what do you guys use You got your shotgun, you're patterning it, you're getting it out maybe for the first time since last year, right? Some of you guys have not used it since last turkey season. Are you using a red dot on yours? Or are you just using the little bead on the front? Or maybe you have one of those true glow beads, set up. What do you guys prefer? And James, I used to have one of those Alps outdoor chairs. Great chairs. Mine broke after a while. I was pretty rough on it. Mike answered in the comments, said he uses a bead.
Bead
Just
indeed.
the way it came, Mike, not like a true glow or anything. Or
Nope, it's just a little brass bead at the end of the barrel.
all right. And you missed quite a bit, right?
No, not quite.
Just
No.
joking, just joking.
Your couple. Hey, man, everybody misses. I've definitely missed them
Yeah,
before.
I've
Yep.
missed part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a delay tonight. Gary says he uses a true glow bead. Gordy uses a bead. James uses a bead. Now on the 410, my daughter's 410, I do have a red dot. But I have a problem with it. Maybe you guys can help me. I have a problem with it. I can't adjust it down far enough. You kind of have to adjust it as far down as you can and know that you're shooting high still, so you have to aim lower. That's not the way you want to pattern in a shotgun.
No.
So someone told me I need to buy like a thinner Picatinny. Is that how you say it? Picatinny rail to go on it. I need to look into that like tonight. Josh uses a true glow bead. Now I don't know. Mike, it just doesn't feel like we have many people interacting. Gary, not Gary. Anthony was in the chat like causing a fuss. Hey, you're late by a minute. He's not said much tonight. These guys I saw. Who we got in here? I saw our good buddy. You know what? I meant to give this guy a good shout out. Where is he? Dwayne Best. Dwayne, are you still in here? Because I thought of Dwayne yesterday. Mike, do you know what? Can you take a guess on what reminded me of Dwayne yesterday? Something I saw that reminded me of Dwayne.
Well, I'm going to guess with Dwayne's work, he shares a lot of pictures with windows and things he's been working on and doing. I always think when I see like construction or things going on, I always think of Dwayne.
Do you? I don't. You know what I saw, Dwayne? Dwayne, can you guess what I saw that reminded me of you? Mike, I was at Walmart. I saw 3 12 packs of ski.
Nice.
Yeah. The only person I know. There's 2 things I think of when I see ski. That's Dwayne and that's the Kentucky Headhunters, right? Bring it on down or get something in a bottle of ski. Bring it on down to my baby and me. Y'all know that song?
There you go.
Let's all go down to Dumas Walker. Yeah. That's I couldn't think of it. So I saw 3 at Walmart. They only had 3 12 packs of ski left. And that's Dwayne's favorite drink. He's the only person in the world. Anybody else drink ski? He's the only person in the world I know that drinks it. Let's see. Joe says, hey, guys, Joe, glad to have you, brother. Joe's going to be at Turkey Camp. However, he will just be stopping by. Joe says he needs a good boat mechanic. Is there any in the chat? Joe, I need one of those too, actually. I'm going to get my boat good and tuned up. I got a lot of fishing to do this spring. I got more fishing to do than turkey hunting. And actually, I was thinking today we need to get more fishing content back on the page because, we try to do that separate. We just don't have enough time. I'm going to start bringing it back to the page. So Justin Lee says, what's good, boys? Justin, glad you're here, brother. What's good? Hey, man, 30 days till turkey season. 30 days until we're out there. If you have a youth hunter, it's less than that. I guess it's 23 days. So better get those kids out shooting them guns.
Yep.
Slaw burger. Get a slaw burger fries. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Thank you, because I could not remember that, Arian. Mike doesn't even know that song, do you, Mike?
No, I don't think I do.
Get a slaw. Arian, I always thought it said small burger. That makes sense now. I knew it wasn't small burger, but I always thought it said get a small burger fries and a bottle of ski. Thank you. You just corrected 30 years of bad singing. Ooh, Gary busted his lower unit today. Or
That's
Joe
tough.
did, not Gary. You know what, Joe? I just about took my lower unit out at Cave Run one time as well. It cracked the side of, the little skid plate. He wasn't even in the water. Makes it even more painful right there.
Mm.
Jeremy says, should be at turkey camp with Hunter and hoping his big brother comes too. Hey, we got room for all three of you. Make sure you get your spot at the campground. And we have plenty of spots for you. I'm going to be there Friday morning, Mike. You going to be there Friday morning?
Yeah, planning on it.
Be there Friday morning. Listening for gobbles. We're going to be. I'm going to go to places we've not been, Mike. We need to kind of brainstorm. Look at Onyx. I need to upgrade Onyx. I need to see if Onyx can send us some cards. Actually, I need to do that tonight. Text
That'd
him
be
tonight.
awesome.
Jim says, who else has already renewed their sportsman's license? Not me. I haven't done it yet.
I haven't
March
yet, but I've
1st
got
is when you're supposed to renew, and I just haven't done it yet, but I will have it done by probably April 5th. That's youth weekend. So Anthony says, Justin has come with me to turkey camp. Glad to have him. Last year at turkey camp, I told you this last week, we had Arkansas, Tennessee, Ohio, Kentucky, Canada showed up at turkey camp. Steve Cardine.
Then some fellas from New York stopped by.
51st state, Canada, showed up. Now, Steve might not like if I said that. Canadians are a little angry with us right now. They'll be fine. But dude from Arkansas, never hunted in Kentucky before, was the first one to kill. You know what he said? I think he had killed a turkey by like 7:30. He's like, man, it's a lot easier to hunt here than it is in Arkansas.
Wow.
And I was glad he said that because you know what? Kentucky is a great opportunity to kill a bird. What's this? Arian was laughing that I said small burger fry. Josh already renewed March 1st. Gary says dead ringer.
I believe that's one of the red dots, right?
Dead ringer, red dot. Okay, Gary's a little behind. It's all right, Gary. We love you. And he said he's going scouting Friday the 11th. That's when I'll be out there too, Joe. Oh, my neck's sore. Friday, April 11th. So, you know what? Last year, if I remember correctly, it rained so much that some of the places we wanted to get to were kind of swampy or they were flooded out and we didn't get to do it. We wanted to drop a kayak in and go up here and do this and do that. We didn't really get to. I'm hoping for a dry opening weekend. What is the best? What do you guys think? Obviously, you don't want turkey hunt in the rain, right?
You might.
You might. I don't know. What is it hailed? Yes, it did. The first night it hailed. We piled into Billy Barnett's turkey hunting van. It hailed, and that's true. What is the best if you had to, April the 12th, if you had to paint the perfect weather picture for April the 12th for best hunting conditions, right as daylight begins to open, the sun begins to rise, the earth wakes up, what would be the best hunting conditions on April 12th to maximize hunting opportunity? Mike, you go first. I want to hear from everybody. What would be your perfect conditions opening morning, maybe leading up to that? What temperature, weather, precipitation, anything, cloud coverage, wind?
Yeah.
What is the perfect scenario for that first day of hunting?
Yeah, my perfect morning, specifically opening day, I would love to see like temperatures in the upper 30s, low 40s, and the sun. It'd be a very still, sunny morning. For whatever reason, I feel like I hear a lot of gobbles on mornings where it's like upper 30s, low 40s, sun comes out. It's very chilly, very still. All of a sudden, you hear gobbles in the distance. That's my favorite type of morning.
Yeah. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, if it rains the best, go to the fields. Here's the problem, though. I ain't hunting in the fields. I'm hunting in the woods in a holler somewhere, right? So if you're hunting public land, what's everyone wanting to do? Go to the fields. So that's tough. If you're hunting private land, you have your own. I mean, Mike, if you're at your uncle's place and it's opening day, maybe you want it to rain to bring them out there. I don't know. Look, I'm not an expert. I'm terrible at turkey hunting.
I totally understand what you're saying. Where we're hunting, as far as Daniel Boone National Forest, we're probably going to be stuck to hunting woods. There's not a lot of field and things of
Yeah,
that nature to hunt there. So
right.
what you're going to do is hunt as open woods as you possibly can. As much canopy, as much sun, or as much light that can get in there, and as
Yeah,
much rain that can get in there. More open, the better when it's raining like that.
sure.
But for example, a lot of people are saying I've killed a lot of birds in the rain. Just last year when I was in Florida for my Ocala National Forest turkey hunt,
Yeah,
it rained. It rained from 7 in the morning all the way until about 11. And then at 11, turkeys would come in and out of the fields. There was a lot of hens coming out and just kind of shaking their feathers. And so throughout the morning, I had seen some birds, but had not heard any gobbles or anything. But then all of a sudden, 11 o'clock, the sun comes out, and off in the distance, I hear a gobble, and I hit my box call, talk to that bird off in the distance. And at noon, he came in and I shot him. So it's just, that's one of those things where if you stay put in an area like that after a good hard rain, those turkeys are going to show up. It's just a matter of you
right.
being there.
Nope, that's good advice. I got a little distracted. Sorry.
It's all right.
Yeah, people love turkey hunting in the rain. It forces them out there. They try. I guess they try. I mean, I don't know. They're trying to dry off out there in the fields. Is that it? They're trying to be
Yep.
more visible. They can see better. I don't know.
Yeah,
I've heard
and
people say
they
different things.
say with the noise that the rain makes, and also the visual effects, it causes them visual problems, and that's their best asset. So
Yeah,
their eyes, and if it's raining really hard in the woods, they tend to get out of there so they can see a little bit better and be a little bit more prepared
yeah.
to react to predators.
See, I think I'm going to agree with Joe here. If I'm hunting in a holler, which we're going to be down in ridges and everything. I want the highs in the 50s and clouds, no rain. That sounds perfect for me. Now, actually, 50s might be a little warm. I don't, I remember, Mike, remember when we took our kids to your uncle's farm probably
Yeah,
4 years ago? We're going on, what is it, March 10th? In 1 month, will make 5 years we've been doing this. I
yeah,
feel like we should be way farther ahead than we are. We had some downtime. Facebook hammered us, just some personal things. But 5 years, Mike, we've been doing this. We've been
that's
friends for
awesome.
5 years. And so we
Yeah,
took the kids, I think, in year two of this, after a first full year, we took the kids to your uncle's farm. They were little. They've grown a lot since then.
yeah, they have.
And it was so cold. It was like 24 degrees or something. I mean, little Ellis, my oldest, she'll be 12 in August. She froze her skinny butt off and slept. The highlight of her day, we didn't see any turkeys. We heard some and we saw some deer come out, and that made her day. And that was fun, but it was cold. I don't want it to be in the 20s, but
It was
50s
cold.
is a little warm.
Yeah,
So I'm thinking like you, like high 30s, low 40s is about perfect. Because
yep,
I'm gonna be wearing the leafy suit. I'm gonna be wearing the leafy suit. I'm probably gonna
yep.
be wearing pants under it. Now, like when I wear the leafy suit in deer season in September, I wear shorts under it. Black
Yeah.
shorts, black t-shirt. The Briars though, the Briars you gotta watch. Let's see, 12 or 20. What is your effective range with each of them? Okay, we're gonna get back to that. Save that comment. I'm gonna get to the others. They're heavier when they're wet. They tend to get open. A lot of people don't like to. They don't like taking those pictures with them when they're wet too. They're not as pretty when they're wet.
Yeah, they do get a little waterlogged,
Which
don't they?
what is pretty when they're wet. Joe says, I think they're like deer. They get hot in the sun with all the feathers on them. Cool. Full Clutch says, what's up, guys? What's up, Full Clutch?
Hey,
And look who it is. Star of the show, Billy Barnett says, hey, guys, everyone's seeing more or less birds so far this year. Billy Barnett, handcrafted, Turkey Hunting USA. Perfect time to also, let's just go ahead and add this, Mike. Everybody can go ahead and answer that. More or less turkeys this year. Let's see. Find them at www.turkeyhuntingusa.com. Use use code EOM for 15% off.
hey, while you're doing that, the folks from Full Clutch, we appreciate you watching. But hey, if you guys are looking for some good
Boom.
coffee and you want to check them out. I bought some of that coffee at the NWTF show, and it's phenomenal. I've enjoyed it. I'm actually running low on it, so I need to restock. And
Hey guys, look, hit Mike up. Mike, send him your address. Send this man some coffee. Just send him some coffee. He's never going to ask. Just send him some coffee.
What I'm going to do is I'd like to bring some to turkey camp over at Daniel Boone National Forest to have you. I'll bring a pot and we'll brew some coffee over there. So I'll bring some. They've got some great coffee.
Hey, so oh man, what happened to the ticker down there? There we go. So real quick, Billy's here. Okay, can you see it? There we go. Billy's here. Ask a question. Let's answer that question. Then we're going to get back to Josh. Had a great question too. But if you're not brave enough to come on and battle Michael 1v1 to win one of these turkey calls, then look at the bottom of the screen. You can visit www.turkeyhuntingusa.com. It says US code. Use the code EOM at the checkout. You get 15% off. EOM, that is us. And, Billy's a good friend of ours. We love him. We think he's the greatest turkey hunter in the United States. Better than Waddell, better than Culpepper, better than, who are some other guys, Mike?
Will Primos and Jimmy
better than the Primos, better than the Drurys, better than all those guys. He's better than all of them. He's the best in the world. And you can get a handcrafted turkey call from the man himself. So Joe took his son one new season, had 3 inches of snow. My God, that is miserable. Bub says, at work again. I know my area. If it starts to rain in Floyd County, I know 2 spots I'm getting to in a hurry. Bub, I need a spot for youth weekend in Floyd, Johnson, Pike, somewhere. You got to help me out. I need a spot for Saturday and Sunday. Josh says, saw a group of 5 longbeards the other day. Luckily, they were on a property I can hunt. There you go, Josh.
Excellent. That's good news.
Gordy is seeing less. I see less. My buddies see more in Ohio. Joe said, I've seen more turkeys on my little place than ever. That's a plus. We love it. Gary says, I'm seeing more at the places he hunts. I haven't seen the first one yet, but I've been busy. You know what? No, I've seen some.
Yeah.
But at the places I drive through, you don't see them much. I still see a lot of deer. Bub says, I'm up next. Go ahead and save my spot. So, Bub, are you coming on tonight? Is he coming on tonight? I don't know. WO says, hey, guys, just a little late. Got home from a revival service. Listen to some great preaching. There you go, WO. Good for your soul.
Yeah, you definitely can't miss revival for us.
Get that. Well, I mean, come on. We can preach the word a little, WO, in here. Come on.
We can do that. We absolutely can do
Dave Owens. Billy's better than Dave Owens. I don't even know who Dave Owens is, but I know Billy Burnett. They also, Mike, I'm glad we hooked you guys up for turkey camp. Give him a holler. There you go, Mike.
Thank you.
There you go. Mike has talked about that coffee nonstop to the point where I'm like, man, just let me try it and hush. Like, gosh. HS Struck calls. Bub, thank you, Bub. Text me on the side. Joe wants a Turkey Hunting USA call. Last year was the best hatch I've seen in years. Oh, is this the cicada hatch? Is this the year, Mike?
In some areas.
Or is that next year's the big cicada hatch, though?
Yeah.
Or the big cicada turnout, I guess. Next year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Corey Janchik says, what's up, guys? Corey, glad you're here. I feel like Corey has been on before. Maybe I'm wrong, but Corey, we're glad. Corey, if you're a turkey hunter, hop on live. You can win one of these wherever you're watching from, Corey. We will mail it to you. You just got to come on this show. I will send you the link. Come on. Maybe Blake Ramey wants to. He saw 6 longbeards last week on a new property. So, look, we have, guys, 13 minutes. Somebody gets to come on here and compete. I just got to know who it is. Bub says he's up next. I don't know if he means tonight or next week when he's back home, but we got to have somebody. We can't just have Mike doing this on his own. Let's see here. Let's get back to this question Josh had. So 12 gauge or 20 gauge or 410 gauge? 12 gauge or 20 gauge, what is your effective range with each of them? Now, I know some of you use 12, some of you use 20. Some of you use Longbeard XL. Some of you use TSS. Some of you use Remington Nitro, like my man Mike here. Depending on the gauge that you use, what is the range, the effective range? I want to know. Josh wants to know. Let Josh know. Joe said, took my feeders down yesterday. When can I start feeding again? August 1st. Kentucky has a ban on feeding until August 1st.
March 1
now,
to
Corey
August.
said, come on. Now, Corey, I don't know if you're saying come on as in you want to compete, but if so, brother, in 12 minutes, you're going to be on here with millions of people from around the world watching you take on the one and only Mike Collins. Gary said, did a little scouting. Clay and Laurel County. Love those places. I love Laurel, not so much Clay. Saw some pretty good sized flocks. Did not hear any gobbling. 12 gauge for Paul. Josh says he used a 20 gauge last year, moved to a 12 this year using Longbeard XR. I think I said XL. I meant XR. So, what do you think, Mike? You're using a 12 gauge. You're using a, hold on, don't tell me, a Mossberg 835.
Yep.
12
exactly
gauge.
Right.
Sorry, guys, I'm getting a text from work. You're using Remington Nitro shells.
Yep. That's exactly right.
You're using a, I don't know the choke you use.
It's the choke that came with
the stock because it's a turkey gun, right?
Yep.
So you're using that. Now, guys, before I ask Mike this question, you have to know Michael. Paul says he likes 30 to 35 yards. Well, if you know Paul, you probably know Mike because Mike is now I'm not talking political. Political, he's a little liberal, but he's a very hunting wise. I'm waiting on your reaction. I'm joking. But hunting wise, Mike's very conservative. I was waiting on your reaction there. He's very conservative. So if I say, hey, I'll shoot out to 40 yards, Mike's like, hey, if it's not 25 and in, I ain't shooting. So Mike, what is your with your Mossberg 835 Remington Nitro shell stock choke? What's your effective range? What do you?
Yeah, my effective range is 45 yards and in with that one. I've touched him
a little more than I thought.
Yeah, I've touched him out to 45 yards with that. Now I try to get him in closer than that. You know how I am, but
of course,
I have in situations where I know that they're within that 50 to 45 yard range. I have pulled the trigger on one that has been at that distance, and it's smoked them just the same as 20 yards. So it can definitely do it.
Gary says 12 gauge would not try beyond 35 Longbeard 3.5. I want to know who are the real men in this chat? Who are the real men like Gary Gooden who's shooting 3.5 inch shells? Is what I want to know. Who else is shooting 3.5 inch? Now I'll just tell you guys. If you put all of us in a ring and we had a fight till the end, I'd take my chances against any of you. But you put a 12 gauge with 3.5 inch shell in there, and I'm passing it on to the next guy because I hate shooting a 12 gauge with a 3.5 inch shell. It is miserable. It's not so miserable that I can't take it. It's the anticipation of knowing what's going to happen that I can't stand.
Yeah.
And so, hey, you want to fight? I'll fight. You want to shoot 3.5 inch shells? I'm out. That's how I feel about it.
I shot 3.5 a couple years ago, and to be honest with you, man, they're probably for situations that you might expect longer shots, but I had a bird come right in at 17 yards, and oh my gosh, that 3.5 inch hit a blitter. I mean, I was higher up than the turkey, so I was kind of shooting down at it.
Yeah,
and man, it just didn't. There were so many freaking pellets in that bird; it just destroyed it. And it's
Bub
like,
shoots a 3.5 inch TSS. He said he'd shoot a 4 inch if they made them. Now that's a man right there, Bub. Now this is Bub working up there 14 days in a row, fracking oil out of the ground. So he's got a little, and he's gained some weight. Like if you look at Bub, he's gained some weight, so he could probably shoot a 4 inch shell. Billy says now, Billy don't weigh $125. Right, Billy, 3.5 inch shells knocking Billy back to the tree. So Billy said in those 835s, yeah. James says, I love my 12 gauge, running those heavy shot Magnum blends, 3-inch shell made of tungsten with 5, 6, and 7 shot size. I'd stretch her out to 50 if needed, but I'd rather have them 20. Yeah, absolutely. Daniel Turner says he uses both 12 and 20 depending on the day and how he feels. He bought a Savage 301T and 20 gauge as a, knock-around gun. For no one walking a lot, I'll pack a little light single shot 20 gauge. That sounds like a good. My neighbor was selling a single shot 20 gauge. I was going to buy it off of him, and I forgot. Wonder if he still has it. Joe says he had a Remington 870. That's what I use. Express mag shot 5-6 shot mix. I would shoot 50, 60 yards in the field. Still, my limit in the woods is between 25 and 30. Bet you won't get in a ring with PK. I bet you I will. I bet you he won't get my arm like that again, Tim. I wore his butt out, except he grabbed my arm once. It's just now getting back to full strength. So there you go. I'll show you. Noah says, hey, fellas, just got on, but have you all talked about 410 and TSS? Oh, Noah, do you mean this 410 TSS? Yeah, no, that's what my daughter uses, and I use it too. It's like carrying around nothing, right?
I've got a Stevens.
Justin Lee says, I'm a half-inch short, boys. Rolling with 12-gauge nitro 3 inches. Mike, that's what you do, ain't it?
Yeah, I love the nitros, man. I think they do a great little job. I've never had a problem with them things. I shoot them all the time.
Daniel said he knew someone would make the 4-inch if they made them comment. You can leave it to Bub. It takes a man named Bub to say that.
I don't want to show it on the show for the reason why our Facebook page got a little bit of a hand smack, but I've got a Stevens 301 410 right behind me here. I could show, but
yeah, I don't know.
We'll just leave that off. Just
they are going to start. I got a notification. They're going to start deleting all live videos after they've been up for 30 days.
Oh, they really? That stinks.
Yeah. Let's see. Bub says he's missed a few less than 10 yards. Corey says he used a 20 gauge M1 Super 90 Benelli. Corey, I need to know, Corey, if you're going to come on and take on Mike, I need you to tell me so I can send you the link. We got 5 minutes. Paul says if you kill the turkey, you never feel the gun kick. Now you miss, you know it. Yeah,
that's 100% true.
That's true. My thing is not killing that turkey with a 3.5 inch. My thing is patterning that gun at 3.5 inches. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. Joe says my wife killed her first turkey with an 835 with 3.5 inch in it. She's a small woman, 120 pounds. Joe says he's got boxing gloves. Joe, I'd light you up.
Hey, side note real quick, something I'm super excited about on Friday. I took we get what's called a floating holiday at work, and I'm taking it on Friday because the kids are off school. But I'm going to go down to my uncle's. I'm going to jump on the tractor. We're going to do a little bit of strategic mowing, a little bit of disking to kind of cause some ground disturbance. So I'm going to try to get some videos and some pictures of what we do on Friday and kind of share with everybody. I'm looking forward to getting out there on the tractor and getting some stuff done.
Joe is bringing that, Mike. That's great. I'm sorry. Joe's got me fired up. Joe said he has boxing gloves for me and Bub. Now, here's the thing, Joe. Bub's engaged, right? Now, I've got a woman I've been seeing, but Bub's engaged. And I would mess him up so badly, it would probably end his marriage.
That's some talk right there. That's some trash talk.
I would probably end Bub's relationship. I would just light him up. So, Joe, for the sake of Bub's future, we should probably not do that. Full Clutch said 28 gauge has become a staple in the blind now. Started my daughter on it. Now I'm laying them down out to 50 yards with Federal TSS custom 9-shot guys.
That's awesome.
You don't hear 28 gauge very much.
No, you don't. That's really cool. I was actually reading that comment right before you put it up. I think that's really, really cool. And I have found myself, I know it's not the 28, but that little 410 that Caleb killed his bird with a couple years ago, I've enjoyed using it myself. It's actually kind of fun, It's I killed a bird with it at 18 yards, and it's like, man, this is a sweet little gun. It's cool.
See, I'd like to take this. Look, I'd like to take that, hold it in one hand. You see what I'm pointing to right there?
Yeah.
That's the Gobo Outdoors 2D targets. Not targets, decoys. I'd like to take that, hold it in my left hand, take that 410 in my right, and just go after that thing. What do
So
you think?
you're talking a little you're talking a little reaping here.
You
You're
think I
wanting to
can do
reap.
it, Mike?
You can probably do it. You're a big guy though. It's tough. It'll be tough.
Come on, man. You
But
didn't have to say that.
you
You didn't
gotta be
have to
tight
say
in
that.
there. Hey, you gotta be tight in there underneath.
I can take
behind
maybe
the thing.
2 and just fan them out.
There you go. Do
No,
that.
that was a low blow, Mike.
Yeah, Wayne.
Let's
No
see.
blow.
I'm not bringing them. I want Bub to enjoy. Yeah, you better. You better save Bub the embarrassment. Here's the thing. Bub's tough as nails, right? I got you, Corey. I'm getting ready to send it, my friend. Bub's tough as nails. Let's see. Corey Janschik. I gotta make sure I'm saying that right. Gary had a question. He said, "Has anyone ever killed a banded turkey?" Now, hold on. I don't know. Eddie Endicott just commented on my personal page. Doug Clayton's been watching on my personal page. Guys, I'm sorry I can't see your comments unless they're on the Eastern Outdoors page, but we love you. Jump over to there.
Happy birthday, Eddie.
Is Eddie back over there now?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen him on our page
Oh.
in the current comments, but just sending him a happy birthday anyway. It was his birthday yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday, Eddie. I'm trying to Jan's check. I'm trying to find Corey here. There he is. I just added you as a friend, Corey.
You know, I'm just looking forward to getting out there, man. I'm super excited. I've got, the Daniel Boone National Forest. I got my camping spot yesterday, paid for that. I'm in A13. So hey, if you guys are joining us at camp, we're going to be in Loop A of Twin Knobs Campground in Daniel Boone.
Is A13 where we were last year?
It was either A12 or A13. We were right in that area. Yep, same spot.
All right, Corey, sent you the link. Come on, brother. Mike, you fired up? Mike, give us a little preview.
Yeah.
Anybody here might give a little preview? Just a little, Mike, not just a teaser. Just a teaser. That's enough. They've heard enough.
I got you.
You've got it. You see what Corey's up against. Let me tell you a story about Mike that I know he enjoys, and you guys have probably heard before. Mike and I got to spend a day with Harold Knight. Now, we talk about that a lot because it was one of the greatest days of our lives, right?
Yeah.
So we go out there. Harold Knight talking to us about turkey hunting, gives Mike a handcrafted, handmade, specifically designed for Michael mouth call. You still got that, Mike?
I absolutely do, and I still use it. That's awesome.
And he told Mike, he said, "Go ahead, use it." I could tell Mike was nervous. This is Harold Knight, the godfather of animal hunting calls, right? Harold Knight. And there's Corey. Corey, you can come on while I'm telling this story. So here's Harold Knight. Here's Harold Knight standing there watching Mike. He's kind of looking down through his bill of his hat. And there's Mike, a little red-faced, using the call that Harold Knight just handed him. And Mike starts, doing a little yelping. And then Mike, I don't know what exactly you hit, but Mike hit something.
I think I started cutting.
He just cut a little, and I saw Harold go, and he just looked up, and his eyebrows raised, and he was a little impressed. He said, "That's good," and I could tell Mike it made Mike's weekend.
Yeah,
wasn't that great, Mike?
It was awesome, man. That was literally one of the most fun things that we've done. We've done some really cool things together with Eastern Outdoors Media and just the stuff we've been able to do.
That was one of the best ones.
It's really cool, man. That was real special. Hey, Corey.
All right, Corey. Corey,
hey, what's up, fellas?
Where you watching
I'm from Maryland.
Maryland, what's the turkey hunting like up there?
It's good when it's good, and it's bad when it's bad, just like everywhere else, man.
There you go. Well, now is it usually good for you or bad for you? I'm thinking it's probably pretty good for you.
It's 50-50, man. You know how it is. You go in the woods, you hunt. It's all about calling sometimes. It's about the woodsmanship. A lot of people don't have the woodsmanship.
I understand.
People say you can't.
Go ahead, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said people don't realize, people think, turkey's got a gobble to kill them. It's more than that. That's for sure.
Yeah. I think we just talked about that last week, actually. So did you find us through Billy Barnett's post today?
Yeah. And I got one of his little call holders, little pouches.
Yeah.
And he sent me a mouth call. And, I never tried one of his calls. And I actually killed my first turkey last year with his call.
Nice.
That's terrific.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, listen, tonight, since you're brave enough to come on here, I don't know which one he sent you, but we're gonna send you another
I got
one.
her. That one right there.
Get the V
Split
cut.
V.
V cut. Mike, what are
V-cut.
you using? Are you using a Billy Barnett one tonight?
Yeah, I got a V cut myself.
Oh no, it's the
Oh.
V cut versus V cut. Here we go. Now here's
Oh
how we're gonna
my.
do it. So we got 28 people, including us here. Here's how we're gonna do it. Mike's gonna go first. Everyone in the
Okay.
crowd's gonna give him a score 1 to 10. Now look, guys, Mike is here every weekend. Most weekends or most weeks, not weekend. We're going to be very hard on Mike's score. Okay, very critical. Now Corey here, he's new. He just joined us today. We're going to be very easy on score. Joe already rated Mike a 4 out of 10. But Joe, Corey, it doesn't matter how great or not great you are. We're going to send you a mouth call. Okay, so Mike, go ahead. We got 7 minutes. Mike, go ahead.
Yeah.
Give us some yelping, some cutting, some whatever you want to do, any sequence. We're going to sit here and listen, and then we're going to tell you how bad you are. Go ahead.
Gotcha.
All right.
Beautiful,
All right,
man.
guys. Let's give him a
That's a dead turkey.
yeah, it's a dead turkey, but even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then. Here we go.
I love being that blind squirrel.
All right, folks, let's go ahead now. Eddie, that's too high. It's not an 8, Eddie. I'm going to give it a 6.5. 6.5. Let's see. Eddie says an 8. Joe said a 4. Gordy said a 7. Mike's clucking a 10. Mike, good job clucking. Noah said a solid 8. They're being nice. 7, 7, 6.9. Justice's a little joker. Eddie. Full clutch gave it a 7. Let's see what else. An 8 from Dwayne Best. 8.45. That's a very specific score. I said 6.5. You got a lot of 8s and 7s, Mike. We'll just round it. We'll just take an average of 8 and 7, say a 7.5. 8.9 from Greg. It's hard. Greg's a hard score. It's hard to get a 9 with him. So, all right. So the scores are in. Mike said, Joe said do a fly down cackle, Mike. You know how to do that?
Yeah, I think I can do that.
All right, let's see if Mike he's been called out. Let's see if he can do it. Go ahead, Mike. All right.
Oh yeah.
Hey, look,
that sounds nice.
Here's the thing, Mike. Way better than anything I can do with a mouth.
I'm not the best with those, but it's all good.
All right, we're gonna clear the board. Mike's over. We're gonna clear the board. Corey, you're up. This is your debut in front of the world. Go for it, Corey. All right.
That's excellent.
Great job, Corey.
That
sounded like a Maryland bird to me. All right, here we go, Corey. The scores are going to roll in for Corey. Here we go. Trying to get all 8s and 9s. Okay, guys, 8s and 9s. I'm giving it a 9.5. I thought it was three full points better than Mike's. 9.5.
That was really good. Good job, Corey.
Look, Gary gave it a 10.
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
Gary, I'm so upset that you're only 30 minutes away, Gary. Gary lives in Tennessee. He's 30 minutes from me, Mike. And he is he didn't even call me. He didn't even let me know. All right, we got a lot of 9s, 7s, 8s. All right, looking about the same, but I don't think you got a 10, Mike, and you didn't get a 9, so he's got you there. Billy Barnett. Now, Billy says you both did great. Well, I guess so, Billy. They're using the Billy Barnett mouth call.
We're using your call, man.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, look.
The playing field's equal, man.
The thing is, can you guys go out with this and complete 7 Grand Slams and a U.S. Super Slam like Billy has? I don't know.
Nah, I don't know.
Hey, Billy's on round 2 as well. Billy's on round 2.
I was just telling somebody, about Billy earlier, and I was like, the guy killed a turkey in 14 states in one spring. Like that's more impressive than killing it in 49 overall. 14 in a spring.
Yeah,
that's just insane. So
that is insane.
That's doing it right there. That's doing.
Well, here's what we're gonna do. Congratulations, my friend. Shoot me a message with your mailing address, and you already got a split V, so you can either have you can have 2 split Vs if you want, but we got a bat wing, a ghost cut, a combo. You let me know what you want, brother. And hey, we appreciate you. Look,
that split V is perfect.
Perfect. Don't let this be the last time, man. You come join us. We're talking turkeys. We talk fishing, deer season. We're talking deer. We talk everything every Tuesday night. So be here, and we appreciate you. Tell your friends.
Yep. Hey, thanks for the time, gentlemen.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Shoot me a message with your address, okay?
Yep. Mike, nice talking to you, buddy.
Hey, nice talking to you, bud. Hey, good luck,
John.
Let's give it up to Corey in the comments. There, I accidentally kicked him out. I didn't mean to. Yeah, man, that's always fun. It
is fun. It's great. It's great to just get on with people and
everybody's good. I don't think we've ever had anyone that got on here and just couldn't do it.
No, everybody.
I guess. Yeah, probably the worst one we've had on here is Bub Tackett. I would say he's probably the worst caller.
Giving him a hard time.
Yeah. So hey guys, we appreciate you. Look, fun show. We got 4 more weeks of giving away a mouth call. So if you saw Corey tonight or the fella last week, I'm so sorry to him. I can't remember his name. If you saw them and you're like, you know what, I can do that. Next week's your night. Next week is your night. Next Tuesday. Here's what we need you to do. When we're on here, like it, comment on it, talk to us, share it with your friends, and let them know we're talking turkeys next week. Josh Teeter, great questions tonight. We need more of that next week. Be here. And Mike, anything you want to say other than go Cats?
Yeah, go Cats this week. Hey, a lot of good basketball on this week if you're a basketball fan. It's conference tournament week. That's always fun. But, hey, I'm just excited. We're going to keep posting about turkeys. We're going to keep, I'll try to get some information out there. I think I'm going to start focusing on trying to share where different states are, post a day on different states and when they open or, when their dates are as far as that's concerned, in case you all are wanting to know. We'll probably focus on more of the eastern part of the United States, but hey, we'll get some information out there. But it's a lot of info, so we'll try to make sure we're accurate and get information out there for you.
Look at that. Dirty birds in the comments.
Ooh, go Cards.
Go Cards. Coach of the year. ACC Coach of the Year.
I was getting ready to say, you got to tip their cap. They're coming from some bad basketball for years.
Go Big Orange. Go Cards. Go Big Orange. Go Cats.
We'll leave it at that.
You know what the Cards will we beat? Oh, Go Cards and Go Big Orange. We've not lost to any of those 3 teams, have we?
Not this year. Nope.
Yeah, swept. Get out the brooms, gentlemen. We swept you. All right, we're going into that. Have a good night. Love you guys. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Have a great week.